Hey guys, it's Curly Proverbs and I'm coming at you with the highly requested hair growth challenge and bikini body challenge. Now just a disclaimer, I'm not telling you have to go out rocking a bikini on Instagram or anything like that, but it's just about getting you to be your best physically, and it's also about getting you to be at your best internally and externally as far as your nutrition and as far as your tone and your strength. I mean, you have one temple, you have to be good to it. So let's talk about the hair challenge first. Now this year we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Last year we were looking at how to retain the length that we were getting naturally by actually doing masks and teas and glosses, or either of the above, in order to maintain the strength and integrity of the hair. And as you know, henna actually builds up the hair and fills in crevices, etc., and it's amazing. So we're going to be doing that again this year, but we're going to be stepping things up. We're also going to be stimulating growth. So we're not only just going to be retaining it, we're going to be doing different things that we can to actually stimulate the growth. And one of those approaches is going to be a topical application. So we're actually going to be using some kind of oil to stimulate growth. I actually have a recipe for my DIY hair growth oil. I basically put together all the boss ingredients for growing hair. Like I have been on this journey for quite some time, and as you guys know, I like to dabble with some hair growth aids, and I basically took them all and put them into one oil, and I shared the recipe with you guys. So be sure to check that out. Quite a few people have asked me questions on how I apply it. I'm going to be doing an in-depth video on how I apply it, and I'm going to try and get that up like within the next week or so. But basically you want to strain out the henna and you want to strain out the fenugreek. You can use a cheesecloth to do so, or if it's all settled sufficiently, you can just pour it, because there should be a sediment that forms if you leave it to infuse for quite some time. Just pour it into an applicator bottle. I'm going to be encouraging you guys to actually apply that oil to your scalp upwards of 2 times a week. I'm going to have different levels in the box below. You could do it every other day. I don't think every day will be necessary. So when I apply the oil to my scalp, I am going to be doing like 2 minutes just to make sure it is really evenly distributed. So that's just to cover my entire scalp, and to get it to go in and deeply penetrate my scalp, I'm going to be using my scalp massager. This is so boss, you don't understand. And I'm so excited to have the accountability to use it on a consistent basis, and just to see how all of these things put together actually help to grow out my hair. Now we've got our henna treatment and we have got our hair growth treatment that we're applying topically. Now I know that the MSM actually goes in through the hair follicles. In fact, all of these ingredients do penetrate the follicles, but MSM is known to make your hair grow like a weed. But did you know you could take it internally as well? So that's what we're going to be doing to take things up to the next level. I would encourage you guys to take MSM powder, not MSM tablets, because MSM tablets tend to have bulking agents in them, and there's no need for any extraness. No, that's not even a word. But there's no need to be extra. We just need MSM in its purest form, and we're going to be taking that with some vitamin C or a glass of orange juice every single day, because vitamin C actually helps you to take in MSM. Just a disclaimer though, MSM does dry out your skin, or I found that it dried out my skin and my nails unless I was super hydrated. So I would say make sure that you are drinking your water. Make sure that you start with very low doses. When I say low doses, I'm talking 1/8 of a teaspoon, and you know, your vitamin C plus loads of water. Then after a couple of weeks you can actually step it up to maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. I would not go any higher than the recommended dose on your actual powder. Some, depending on the potency, recommend you go up to 3/4 of a teaspoon. I've never really gone past 1/2 teaspoon, to be honest. And some women experience like the most random side effects. So really do your research before you go down this path. You might decide that actually I'm just going to apply topically, and I'm just going to do the tea and the vitamin C, and I'm not going to take the MSM orally as well, because I mean, some people have found that it interferes with their periods. That's quite major. Some people have found that it's had no effect at all. Some people get mild headaches. Some people have, again, no symptoms of that variety at all. And as I say, I experienced increased nail growth. I experienced drier skin and drier nails. So yeah, you have to decide if that's something you want to pursue. How do we go about all of this? I'm going to be talking about the fitness challenge in just a second, but regardless of which challenge you enter, you're going to need to send me a photo of your beginning or your starting point, okay? Now, there's no need for actual measurements, but you can send me a photo of your body situation. You don't need to send me a photo of yourself in a swimsuit if you're not comfortable doing so. No nudes, please. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, you can send me a photo of your beginning body situation and or your hair situation, depending on which you're going in for. I'd also recommend that you start off with a trim if you need to. If you've trimmed recently, like in the last month, then obviously it's not necessary, but people in a situation like me, I need a cut. This is kind of why I'm doing this hair growth challenge, because I'm going to cut some length off and then I'm going to start. And it's not me just cutting length off just for the sake of it. I do actually feel like I've got some split ends that need to go. So yes, start with the trim. So to enter, email me a photo of your hair and body situation or body situation, and 2, be a subscriber to my channel. That's it. There will be a prize. I think I'm gonna basically give away a bag of henna, but at the end of the day, let's be perfectly honest, the prize is going to be the progress. Let's be honest. And there's also going to be an additional prize, and you can enter for both of these, by the way, if you head on over to Instagram and you follow me on Instagram and you like my Facebook. So follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook, and right down below in the comment section, enter me too. As far as the fitness challenge, I mean, you can see I don't really feel the need to actually lose weight. To be honest, I have gained some weight recently over the Christmas and New Year. My husband has not been complaining, let's just put it that way. So I actually like being curvier, but I feel like I really want to get my body to its best. Being a full-time working mum and a YouTuber is really been hectic and really been difficult to keep on top of things nutritionally and as far as fitness. I mean, I do okay, but I really want to take things up to the next level. And I don't want to wait until summer when I'm like, oh, I really wish I could feel comfortable in this dress, and I don't, to be like, yeah, I'm going to do something about this. I want to start now, and I'd like you guys to join me. And I think accountability, both as far as the hair and body challenge, is always a good thing. So I'm really encouraging you guys to build each other up, and you know, ask any questions that you have below. You guys can answer each other's questions. I can help you as well. But as far as the getting my body right, you know, my internal and my physical body right, I'm going to be offering 2 options. Okay, so you can either be paleo or you can do clean eats 90% of the time. I'm literally going to have 1 day a week, and it's probably going to be dinner for that day, maybe breakfast for that day as well, where I just eat whatever I like within reason. So I think I'm personally going to go for the paleo challenge, and it's going to really be a challenge for me. I'm going to let you guys know how I go. If I fall off, it might be that I fall off after 2 weeks and then just continue on with being clean. But I really want to give paleo a go for a period of time, because I'm interested in seeing the difference that there is in my body if I cut out like grains and if I cut out dairy. So, and I know it's going to get me super fast results. But again, like I say, my goal is not to lose weight. So I think in the initial instance I might be losing some weight, like some fat and any like retained water, and then I'm going to be trying to build up muscle. Now, so as I said, you can either do paleo or you can do clean eats. And the other thing is to get active. It really is up to you how active you want to be. Comment below and let me know what your goal is going to be as far as your activity rate. So for me personally, I'm going to be trying to head to the gym twice a week. That's what I can manage, that's what I can juggle. But at the end of the day, it is a step up from me at the moment, because really I've been more focused on my clean eats than actually exercising at all for months. And yeah, I mean, the last time I did like how I lost 35 pounds postpartum video, I was actually on maternity leave, so I had the time to go to the gym at night once my baby was asleep. But at the moment I am working whilst my baby goes to sleep, so it's really been quite difficult. So it's going to be like a challenge for me. So it's up to you. You comment below if you're doing clean or if you're doing paleo, and you really do need to just hit me up with an email detailing what entry you've done, if you've done enter 1, enter 2, and also if you're doing the hair and if you're doing the clean eats or paleo. So let me know, guys. We are going to get our body right, we're going to get our hair right, and yeah, I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for you guys' progress, because when I tell you, the ladies that won last year, their progress was just like, was really quite significant. And this year, not only are we going to be doing the hair oil, doing the henna, doing the MSM internally, we're also going to be more active. And can I just say, being more active actually stimulates your circulation. Can I just say, before starting this challenge, I strongly recommend that you go and watch all the videos on how to first off make the henna tea, the glosses, the oil, the mask, and the pros and cons that I discussed in all those videos, and decide which is actually going to be best for you. Because obviously you want to be consistent. For me, it's going to be the tea, because at the end of the day, I do not have time to be doing a henna mix every single weekend, but I am going to start off by using a henna mask. Probably that's going to be a good time for me to use my one that I got from Lush and actually come at you guys with a review subsequently. But yeah, I'm going to be using my a henna intensive mask just to kind of strengthen my hair to start, and then I'm just going to be, in the weeks to follow, going to be actually using just the tea. The other videos I recommend you watching is my FAQ. I know this was done some time ago, but there are some questions that I do get over and over and over again that are actually answered in that video, and actually it probably is going to be in more detail than I'll be able to give you by just answering a question in text below this video if you ask me the same question again. So be sure to check that out. Yes, henna will affect your hair color. I'm just going to say that from the start. If you've got black hair and you don't want it to be affected by the henna, I suggest, because henna will turn your hair like a coppery brown reddish color, if that is not your forte, then you need to go and get you some amla or go and get you some cassia. Cassia is neutral henna, or it's supposed to be neutral henna, and it's supposed to give you all the strengthening conditioning properties without the hair color change. So be sure to check that out, and also check out amla, which is supposed to maintain your hair as very, very dark. Now, if you have got fair hair, again, cassia is probably going to be the best way forward for you. But I don't want anyone coming back at me and saying, you told me I'm going to change my color and look at it. Okay, you need to do some strand tests on your hair, because everyone's hair color history and biochemistry is completely different. Make sure you're happy with it. Do a small amount at the bottom. If you're happy with it, then proceed. I know somebody was going to ask me that question about if it changes your hair color. And whilst you're checking out those videos, be sure to watch a video on the properties of henna, because that actually does give you some tips of things to avoid, and also pros and cons before you get into using henna if you're new to it, so that you know what you're in for, basically. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. It really, really does help me out. And also hit that subscribe button. It costs absolutely nothing, but it means the world to me. So if you guys could subscribe and hit that thumbs up, I'd really, really appreciate it. Also, follow me on social media. I've got Instagram and a Facebook, and I'm also quite new to Snapchat. So yeah, you guys can watch me make a fool of myself on Snapchat. Yeah, I look forward to hearing from you guys. I look forward to seeing your results, and yeah, peace.